Welcome back to the Tahoe Kids Show. I'm your host, Piper Arnold, and today I'm here with Jeff Cowen from Tahoe Regional Planning Agency. Do you want to tell us a little bit about what you guys do here?
Yeah, sure. So we were created back in 1969 to basically protect the watershed from things like pollutants, overdevelopment, but we also manage massive conservation programs like forest fuel reduction, aquatic invasive species protection. I think the most important thing is that we're across the whole region. So every county, every state, all has TRPA helping oversee it.
So can you tell us a little bit about what makes Tahoe exactly so unique and special?
It is one of the highest, cleanest, purest lakes in the world. It's the second deepest lake in the United States. It's incredibly unique, but it's the clarity of the water, the beauty of the mountains around it that really make people want to protect it.
So you just mentioned a little bit about Lake Tahoe's clarity. Can you tell us a little bit about that and what's affecting the clarity here in the lake?
There's a lot of little things like trash and dog waste that can really hurt the entire environment. The watershed is incredibly fragile because we have very sandy soil. So our forests are there to protect, but we've started to replace some of our forests with roads and parking lots. But the three main pollutants of concern are fertilizers, erosion and fine sediment coming from our roads and houses, and air pollution coming from just the way we use our cars. A lot of algae and fine sediment particles will stay suspended in the lake. And when you look down into the water, you just can't see down as far as you used to. The clarity used to go down to about 100 feet. Unbelievably, you used to be able to see a white disc about that big drop all the way down into the water 100 feet before you lose sight of it. But today, it's around 60 to 70 feet. So we've lost 30 feet of clarity back before we had good environmental regulations. So trying to restore that clarity and get back to the old clarity is the goal, shared by every agency in the basin.
Yeah. So what can people do to kind of help with that and make our clarity better in the lake?
Well, it takes a lot. Definitely when it comes about trash and litter. I mean, those are huge problems that I think that all of us around the basin can help by not using single-use plastics, by picking up after ourselves wherever we go. Setting that example is the kind of stewardship that will really help get a lot of trash and things like dog waste, out of our watershed. This is a watershed model that really helps us understand what happens with pollution in the lake when it rains. And so what we have here is we have some trash and litter. There's some grass over there that sometimes people want to fertilize. And then of course when we are driving our cars, a little bit of motor oil and a lot of fine sediments will collect on the roads. Okay, so we gotta make it rain. So can you just kind of spray around here and we'll watch and see what happens? The thing about our watershed is the lake is at the bottom of it. So really things don't have an option but to go downhill. Very sad.
Yeah.
It's kind of, you can see what the problem is.
Yeah, that's super cool to kind of get the example of how it all kind of flows in. So no matter what you do when it rains, it kind of just falls off the mountains into the rivers and right back into the lake.
Yep.
Thank you so much, Jeff, for talking with us today. I had a lot of fun learning about the different pollutants in our lake.
Yeah, you're very welcome. It was a pleasure. And so on behalf of the Tahoe Regional Planning Agency, I wanted to present you with just a little gift of our appreciation for everything that you do. I hope you wear it proudly because we are very proud of you.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for tuning into the Tahoe Kids Show. That was Jeff Cowen with Tahoe Regional Planning Agency.